There probably isn't going to be anything more important to you over the course of your life than your intimate relationship.
Without having that other person that demands all your attention, there are ways to enjoy being single so that you can live a happy single life.
People can't tolerate isolation. It's a very rare person who can be on their own and stay together.
When you're single, the world is your oyster. It's full of opportunity, exploration, and adventure if you allow it. How to enjoy being single. Being single is all about making the most of the opportunity it brings. From freedom, exploration, and adventure, being single offers you a chance to rediscover yourself, define your values, and look back at how far you've come to know where you are now. I know being single isn't the same as being in a relationship. You don't have that one person to come home to look after you when you're ill, and who the future of a family life would be so much more straightforward with. I get it. It's the dream to find someone to be your lobster and live happily ever after. But there are ways to enjoy being single and to make the most of it. When you're single, the world is your oyster. It's full of opportunity, exploration, and adventure if you allow it. And I've rounded up 8 ways to enjoy being single so that you can live a happy single life. 1. You have more time. Without having that other person that demands all your attention all the time, being single means that you can have more time. Whether that's for spending on your own carrying out point number 2 or spending time working on point number 3, you have so much more time than your partnered up counterparts, and I promise you they're jealous of that at times. 2. You discover yourself. With all that time on your hands, now is the time to go into yourself. If you're out of a long-term relationship, it might be that you've never actually done this before and you don't really know yourself. Well, now's the time to learn. Try out that cooking class, have a go at rock climbing, go to the restaurant on your own. Do something that pushes you and see what you like and what holds you back. As well as that, spend time winding down on an evening by journaling or meditating, a way to unlock the thoughts that are sitting beneath the surface and that you learn who you truly are by doing. 3. You deepen your connection to others. People don't realize how important this is, and it's vital to surviving as a single person. Yes, I said surviving. The part people crave about being in a relationship is having someone to rely on, someone to care about you and love you. We seem to have associated that sense of belonging to the one, and that if you're not with someone, then a sense of you is missing. But that doesn't have to be the case when you're single. Instead, you have to focus on the connections you have and the new ones that are to come, but actually develop a relationship with them. Of course, I don't necessarily mean a sexual or romantic one. I mean deeply knowing a handful of people that you're closest to, moving past any judgment and loving them for exactly who they are. In turn and over time, your connections deepen because these are now the people you rely on that contribute to your sense of belonging, that later become the bedrock of your confidence. 4. You can do what you want when you want. Always a favorite. As a single, it's easy for people to please, to compromise some of ourselves to satisfy the needs of others. Well, not anymore. No longer do you have a person to check in with. Single life is all about being able to have full choice about what you do and when you do it. If you're living alone, you have the ultimate opportunity in this. There is no one holding you accountable, except for that sideshow of bills that need to be paid that determine some of your decisions, nor asking for a chunk of your time. Embrace freedom as a way to make the most of your single life. 5. You start to rely fully on yourself. Everything you do is entirely your responsibility, and through that, you learn just how capable you are. Even in the most testing of moments, everything is a learning curve, and the key to making the most of being single is treating it all as one big long lesson. You learn what you do instinctively, and sometimes that's more effective, and other times it's not. But either way, you learn to trust yourself and what you do. And if you live on your own, you have a whole house to look after, paying the bills, tidying up, cooking for yourself, dealing with the problems of a house like surprise leaks and broken boilers. You learn what you can deal with, but also when to seek the help of others, whether that's friends and family or when it's time to call the plumber. 6. You take ownership of your single life. It's all yours. It's on you, your own thoughts, actions, behaviors, and you make the decisions for you. It takes some shifting and getting used to, but you realize that only you are responsible for your happiness, that there isn't anyone else but you, and that is the ultimate to getting confident and having the best time in your single life. 7. There are unhealthy reasons to want a relationship. Another reason why you might be better off single right now is that you may not be motivated by a genuine desire for love. Perhaps instead you want to make an ex jealous, you struggle with your own company, or maybe you want to fit in with your social group. Whatever the underlying reason, until you are in a place where you want to pursue love for its own sake, you won't be able to manifest the partnership that's really right in front of you. 8. Being single allows exploration. Whether you want the freedom to casually date without commitment or want more literal exploration, for example, traveling the world, being single lets you have a taste of the many and varied experiences life has to offer. This fosters personal development. It also reduces the risk of you feeling resentful if or when you decide that you want to leave the single life behind. 9. Dating may not be your priority. Finally, if you're consumed with passion for your job, your business, or a hobby, you will probably be happiest directing all of your creative energy at this thing instead of sapping those resources to half-heartedly pursue a relationship. It's absolutely fine and healthy to be more interested in other things. People get the best law of attraction results when they vibrate on a frequency of authentic rather than forced excitement.